Hey guys, what is up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review, and today we're taking a look at the Spider-Man 3 movie figure from Thinkway Toys. Bit random, bit of a different figure that we're looking at on the channel today, but at the same time not really, because it is a Spider-Man movie figure, and you guys know I love my Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie figures, so of course I was on eBay. I was just scrolling, looking for a new one, looking to get one at a good price, and there just wasn't really anything coming up, you know. It just sometimes happens on eBay, there isn't much going, or the ones that are there you've already got. Just the usual, but this guy popped up, and I wasn't too sure on him. However, he was dirt cheap, he was up for auction, and I think he was sitting at like £3 plus £2 shipping. He caught my eye, and I just thought, right, okay, I'll watch him, and if I get him for a cheap price, great. And I ended up getting him for a fiver, so including shipping, I got this guy for £5, and I'm really happy with him. I think he's awesome. I actually do really like him, and for that reason I thought I'll just make a video on him and show him off for you guys. So you might have heard before on these Spider-Man videos, I really do not like the Hasbro Spider-Man 3 movie line. I mean, I hate those figures. Just the scale of them compared to the Spider-Man 1 and 2 movie figures from Toy Biz, plus the sculpt and the articulation, they really do not do a lot for me at all. So this is the first Spider-Man 3 movie figure I've got, and as I said, I'm really pleased with it. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think of that Hasbro Spider-Man 3 movie line. Are you like me and they just really aren't for you, or do you actually quite like them? Is there something nostalgic about them? Let me know down in the comments. And while you're down there, guys, do me a massive favour and please hit that like button and make sure you smash that subscribe button as well for future videos on figures and collectibles such as this guy here. Normally on the channel, we take a closer look at the box of the figure. Unfortunately, I did pick up this guy loose, so there is no box to look at, but let's just get into it and take a closer look at this Spider-Man. So here he is. We've got the classic Tobey Maguire Sam Raimi suit, and I just really like the colours straight away on this guy. And, you know, the main gripes I have is just the condition he's in. However, I did get him for a fiver, so I really can't complain too much, especially for the age of this figure and what it is. You can see there's a lot of scuffing going on in the face, so the silver has faded away. I do have a silver Sharpie. I could perhaps go over the face and things, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered. I will probably just leave it in this condition and how the figure is. Obviously got a big white bit missing in the eye, which I could touch up. Probably will touch up the eye, just make it look that wee bit better. But yeah, I mean, it looks great, it pops. I really like the blue, and you can see as well there is texturing on the legs and things here, which I really like. You've got the feet, and I will run over the articulation in a second. Isn't the best articulated, but you can definitely get him in some cool spider poses. And yeah, for a fiver, once again, I'm just really happy with this figure. I love the back logo. I think the back logo looks amazing. I have previously expressed in videos how much I love this suit, especially the back logo. The annoying thing, we've got like a big plastered like sign on his butt here. I can't really read it on camera, but I'm sure it just has the company's details on it, as well as at the bottom of the feet. So that's how I know that it's Thinkway Toys who make this figure, and they are currently still making figures. I did do a quick Google of them because I had never heard of them before, and they make mostly just kids toys. I mean, this is clearly more aimed at kids as well. However, it's like Toy Story figures and things like that. But yeah, I mean, for what this figure is, I think it's great. As always on the channel, we take closer looks at these old Spider-Man figures, and once again, I just wanted to take a look at this guy to really show him off, and to say if you can get this guy on eBay for a cheap price, I'd go for it. I mean, maybe it is just me, but I really like the look of this guy. I think he looks great, and I think he just captures the Raimi Spider-Man look really well. And of course I did just knock him over, but we'll pretend that never happened. Let's just compare him next to another Spider-Man movie figure. So here we have our Thinkway Toys Spider-Man 3 movie figure next to the Hasbro Superposable. I guess this is also a Spider-Man 3 figure. Maybe I have to go back on what I said before. Of course you know what line I'm talking about when I was talking about that Hasbro Spider-Man 3 movie line. However, they did also release, I believe they were called trilogy figures, and this was one of them, and I chose this one because it has the similar blue and red to this guy here. But yeah, this is definitely the better Hasbro line, as opposed to that other movie line. Yeah, just not a fan of that at all. And maybe I'd have to say in that case, this is the best Spider-Man 3 movie figure. Controversial? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, you can see just the complete difference in scale here. So if you are a Marvel Legends collector and that's your sole collection, this guy is not going to fit in at all. However, I did just say I just generally kind of like the look of him, even though he is kind of more based at kids and it has that more kind of playability factor to it. I do just, yeah, I just like it. I don't know. I just like him. Of course, the Marvel Legends here, or I don't think this is quite Marvel Legends, but you know what I mean, has a lot more posability, a lot more articulation, but it is just a completely different figure, and I guess it just comes down to preference. Of course, at the end of the day, I do prefer this guy, fits in with my collection a lot more. I prefer this scale and the type of figure, but this guy is just a cool piece, especially for £5. So, what sort of articulation does our Thinkway Spider-Man have? Well, you can look up a fair bit. You can get his head moving about that far up, get him moving about that far down, so not too much at all. He will move left, right, and you could rotate that all the way around if you want to. His arm is going to move all the way up, which is great. Get it moving about that far into the body, backwards and forwards, and of course you get it all the way around. He's got a bicep swivel here. He does have what looks like double jointed elbows, but I mean it's only going to go in about that far, which isn't the worst, but could be a wee bit better I suppose. Nothing moving at this area here, but you can rotate his hands all the way around, and he does have that finger articulation to get that thwipping pose, which I love. I really like the finger articulation. And see, to be honest, if Hasbro make an updated Raimi figure, I really want to see the Toy Biz finger articulation coming back to those figures. Heard it here first. And yeah, just the same articulation on this arm. He's going to have this diaphragm joint here, so you can move him forward, backwards. Doesn't really rotate, but you can rotate him at the waist here. Get his leg kicking that far forward. But that far back, not much at all. He's got an upper thigh swivel here, double jointed knees, so you do get his leg kicking all the way back. Moves at the calf as well. He's got a wee bit of ankle pivot going on, and the other thing is his feet don't really move backwards and forwards. It looks like it will, but yeah, I've really struggled to get it moving backwards and forwards, and just moves a tiny wee bit. But you've also got toe articulation here, so in terms of the articulation on this figure, I'm really not disappointed at all. And there you have it, guys. That's about it for this Thinkway Spider-Man 3 movie figure. And as I said at the start, I really just did want to show off this figure that I got cheap on eBay and express my opinions on it because I really like it. I really think I got it for a good price, and it just is what it is, you know. I wasn't expecting much from it, but in terms of really just capturing that Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man, I think it does a good job. I think the articulation is actually quite surprising. The only thing is, it's just not really in scale with the main Spider-Man movie figures. You know, you can't really pick up your Toy Biz Spider-Man, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and pose this guy along with them. Is the figures in this scale? I mean, he's standing around 10 inches, maybe just 9.5 inches. Of course there is. It is just a bit harder to get your hands on them, and just your luck really when you're going through eBay. But for me, this figure is a massive thumbs up, and yeah, it's probably my favourite Spider-Man 3 movie figure. With all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'll leave the link to my Instagram down in the description below, where I post pictures of my collection pretty much every day. So if you want to hop on over there and check that out, feel free. It would be a massive favour to myself. Also, while you're down there, guys, if you could be so kind to smash that like button, and also just make sure you hit that subscribe button for future videos on figures and collectibles such as this guy here. As I said, I love my Raimi movie figures, Spider-Man movie figures, so expect a lot more coming on this channel in the future. I'm trying to upload every Tuesday, Friday, and perhaps Thursday. It's either a Thursday or a Friday each week, as well as the Tuesday, and it's been such fun so far, so I can't wait to keep it up. And just a massive thanks to you guys for watching every week as well. It really just keeps me going, and I appreciate it so much. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch yous on the flip flop later. Cheers.